Hi guys, this is Ryan Biggie from Gear Hooker. I just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about the ILBE pack system. Had it out this weekend, and we was looking at a couple things that I noticed on our pack. First of all, these two married together. I put that in the video, but what ends up happening is if you got a lot of weight in this guy, you put it in the back, okay? It's a cantilever. Okay, so lesson number one that we got from this weekend was don't load this thing up and try to put it in there. Now the guys that use this in the service and stuff probably know that, but you know, it's something I had to learn the hard way. So I'm taking all the heavy stuff out of here and I'm going to go ahead and put it as close to my back as possible. And then that follows with just about everything with these internal frame packs. They always tell you to keep it towards the middle of your back, the heavyweight items, to the middle of your back and as close to your back as possible. It is definitely easy to overlook that when you're setting up this bag, okay? So with that in mind, I told you guys I would tell you how we're going to set up these pouches and how I'm looking at modular ability. With that in mind, you really can't hang too much off this bag, get it on the back here and expect it not to want to push you back. Okay, so when you guys set this up, think about, alright, I'm going to get there. Maybe you put some light items in here to save you some space inside the main pack. But then the nice thing about Molly is I take this off and I put it on the pack. I can stow that up here. There's a ton of Molly, okay? So I can stow all my knickknacks and stuff and pouches and get everything set up for my subsistence, my trek, my point A to point B, and then when I need to get out and do my day work, or for anybody in like a type of a survival type mindset, you can set this back up a different way. Say you have any problems, you know you're going to do something, or you get to your camp and you base camp a little bit, drop this, reconfigure. So what I did here is I've got all my quick access items in my lid, okay? And in there I have a poncho, my map. Had a little map mishap this weekend, but there's maps in there. And then I've got my tinder box, my first aid kit. And what I'm trying to do is anything that I'm going to need to get to in a hurry without digging in here, I'm putting in this top end. I can't stress it enough. If you can't put it on top or inside, maybe get it up front in front of you or on your belt or something. Okay, so that's what we got in the lid. Got a tick in there now. So then inside I've just got a couple dry bags, and this is what I was talking about with the tube or the tunnel type pack. You have to be modular. So I've got a dry bag, okay? They sell these at Walmart. I mean, they're pretty good for what they are. This one's actually big enough for this entire tube, but I've compartmentalized it a little bit. Then I've got my clothes, and I'm rocking my camera equipment. Originally I put this in the assault pack and hung it about 3 feet off my back, and it wasn't a good idea. So again, now I've got compartmentalization here, and I know exactly what's what. If I need to get to it, say you go in the water, you're cold, you want to get new clothes on, you can go right in here, get this out of here. It's real quick. You saw how quick it was. So, and you could even, if you're running point A to point B load, you could put a change of clothes in this guy. That's a really good idea. Free up some space inside the main pack, get it in here. The sustainment pouches that I put on, definitely in the right place. Don't have any problem with those. Didn't have any sway or or any reason to want to pull me over. The main problem was pushing us back. Now, one of the things that these sustainment pouches, we found out that you can put a little bit of stuff on top, but they're pretty much about 2 MREs. Maybe slide some stuff down inside. So I have the capacity for 4 MREs just in the pouch. For a 3-day situation, that's more than sufficient for one person. The problem becomes, where do you put water? Okay. Again, I'm putting water in this in a bladder, put it on my back, on the back of the pack, and I had a little bit of issue with, the weight cantilever. My suggestion is, and I've seen it in other videos, is put it underneath here. Okay, it's gonna stack it on top, and you're not gonna end up with all those problems. So then, we'll wrap it up here quick. This is an excellent place to put your bedroll. I've said it before. I've actually got it set up so I can go to sleep tonight. But you can stuff some other stuff behind here. Roll your bedroll on. That's not a heavy item. It's not going to matter if it's out back. And then I bought these pouches at the surplus. It's a really good idea to set your bag up so that when you do configure for your day hikes and everything else, you can throw your platypus in here. You can throw your pouches on the outside, carry a little bit of kit, and then you've got your main pouch for some of your bulkier items. Say you're wearing a sweat, want to keep a sweatshirt with you or things like that. So that's basically the setup. I did run with an axe. I left it over by the fire, but I put an axe up here. I was able to get it all the way up underneath. Super killer setup. The point is that if you set it up right, I believe this is a good bag. It's comfortable. I mean, even with the misloading that I had, I was still able to make it with a few tantrums in here and in between. So I'm going to set this up tomorrow. We're going to get another video of that, us walking out. I'm kind of out of shape, so it's going to be a little bit of a rough time, but hopefully I feel a lot better about it. If there's any suggestions or comments, please feel free to comment on the video or post us at the contact us link at the bottom of the homepage there at gearhooker.com. Thanks.